the weather will look like today. I don't know, we thank God for the relief. At least the downpour of last week.
Been raining.
Enjoying it. So
I wish it rained last night too. It was just, breezy. I thought it was going to rain.
So if we had rained last night, what would have happened?
Not that I would have come to work this morning either ways.
Are you sure?
But I mean, the weather would have been cooler. But yes, thank God, the heat was crazy in the last few months.
In the last few months, but
yes.
now we have relief.
Yes, there's relief. Sukkah, yes.
Okay, the program is still new, and of course, still the Morning Flakes segment. And I now want to join Simiat Abaru for the AM News. Good morning, Simiat. How are you today?
Good morning, guys. You guys are looking great.
So,
You're looking very radiant. Very radiant this morning. Everything is given.
So,
Really?
yeah.
Sharp.
So what do you have in the news this morning?
Okay, let's check the news this morning. We will begin with President Bola Tinubu calling on political leaders in the country to channel more resources and policies toward catering for the needs of the poor and the vulnerable. The president, who hosted governors, members of the Federal Executive Council, service chiefs, and some selected heads of ministries, departments, and agencies, to break the Ramadan fast, the State House urged leaders to be selfless and work for the people's benefit. President Tinubu noted that political leaders' efforts are crucial in meeting the people's benefit. President Tinubu recommend and of course commended the people-oriented policies that have started yielding positive results in improved human development indexes and economic indicators. The president attributed the success of economic reforms to the collective effort of members of the Federal Executive Council and the collaboration of leaders at the subnational levels.
Usually, this is Ramadan period when prices and speculators dwell on commodities and food prices will go up. But we thank God that things are getting calmer, better. And it means we work collectively hard to turn around. Those who are in the cabinet with me, remember one thing I said for the first Federal Executive Council, that here we are with an attempt to fetch water from a dry well. We are working hard to make sure that you have water to drink. We make sure that we can only spend the money but not the people. And you at the subnational level too, you are doing all you can to spend the money and not the people.
And now to Ogun State. The Ogun State government and the Nigerian Air Force have set plans in top gear to collaboratively ensure an Air Force base commences operations in the state in the shortest possible time. Governor Abeokuta made this known while receiving a delegation of Nigerian Air Force led by Air Vice Marshal Enebong Effiam in his office at Okimoso, Abeokuta. Governor's Office correspondent Yusuf Ghani report.
The Gateway Abeokuta International Airport in Ilishan, Iperuemo, Ikenenuku government continues to gain momentum as Ogun State government received the Nigerian Air Force on its invitation to bring the Air Force on board at the airport. Abeokuta said ensuring this is a very critical step to strengthen security presence in the airport, adding that his desire is not only to have them at the airport, but to have a base in the States.
A few weeks ago, I placed a call to the Chief of Air Staff, apprising him of the development in terms of gateway International Airport, and the need for us to collaborate to strengthen security presence in the airport. Knows really well that it is mandatory that men and women of the Nigerian Air Force have presence in all airports in the country.
The governor also said a committee would be set up to make his government and the Air Force collaboratively work to ensure the preparedness and the readiness of this project.
So for us, nothing can be more exciting than to have a full complement of the Nigerian Armed Forces here in the state, and we're looking forward to that. To that extent, we have offered to provide one of our middle schools as the first, primary base to the Nigerian Air Force, and then, of course, we would like to provide a permanent base that is suitably identified by the Air Force themselves. But in the meantime, I can authoritatively say that with the support of the Chief of Air Staff, we will be having Air Force presence in the airport almost immediately. We will be building a suitable office for the Air Force in the airport, and we will be providing accommodation for the men that we will be providing the service that you require at the airport.
The Air Force team leader, Air Vice Marshal Enebong Efiam, thanked the governor for the initiative, saying that the airport would bring about improved economic and social benefit to the state.
Besides the state to also support the overall national aviation and safety considerations, since the airport could be used as alternative airfield during aircraft operations around the Lagos State axis. As you are aware, we are here on the instructions of the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Obama, and he has assured us, in fact, collaboration and partnership is one of his key priorities. And having received the report from you, he directed us to come and also to carry out an assessment of the requirement for the deployment of air defense team here at the airport, and also infuse their abilities in the overall security architecture of the state, particularly where the airport is located.
Air Vice Marshal Efiam also appreciated the state government for the encouragement to bring the Air Force on board to the gateway state. Yusuf Ganiyu, Ogtv News.
The Ogun State Teaching Service Commission has reaffirmed its commitment to improving education by organizing a 2-day capacity building workshop for school administrators and teachers. The workshop, titled Reforming the Teaching Profession, was held at the Cultural Center, Abeokuta, focusing on enhancing leadership, teaching methodologies, and school management skills. Adebola Oshomoji report.
It was a gathering of educational stakeholders as principals, vice principals, middle-level teachers, and newly appointed Ogun Teach interns, now permanent teachers, participated in this crucial training. The initiative aimed to strengthen the teaching profession, ensuring that educators are well equipped with modern techniques to enhance student learning. Speaking at the event, the Permanent Secretary of the Ogun State Teaching Service Commission, TESCOM, Mrs. Melucia Ogunremi, emphasized that this workshop is part of government's broader strategy to improve public education.
As teachers, our duty is not beyond imparting knowledge. It is about fostering critical thinking, nurturing creativity, and inspiring young minds to reach their full potentials.
While declaring the training open, the Ogun State Head of Service, Mr. Kende Onosoya, acknowledged teachers as the backbone of any educational system.
His Excellency has consistently demonstrated that quality education remains a top priority in the administration's agenda. For the development of Ogun State as substantiated by the aim acronym in the senior developmental pillars.
According to the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, the workshop is designed to empower teachers with innovative skills that will not only improve their teaching abilities, but also create a more conducive learning environment for students.
6 pillars. You remember the pillars: curriculum, school management, technology, and innovation. The 4th pillar is revenue and funding. The 5th pillar is infrastructure. The 6th pillar is teachers and students' welfare. On that pillar, that is why we're here. Part of teachers' welfare is to pay your salaries regularly, is to give you your promotion on time.
During the sessions, education experts will present on topics such as classroom management, student engagement strategies, digital teaching tools, and assessment techniques. Participants are optimistic that the knowledge gained will translate into improved learning outcomes across public schools in the state.
My expectation is that we have all come here to learn. From the learning procedure, we are going to discharge our duty.
Since I've been in this profession for the 34 years in service, I've never been given such before.
With education being a top priority for the Ogun State government, initiatives like this are expected to boost teacher effectiveness, ultimately leading to better academic performance among students. Adebola Oshomoji, Ogtv News.
Ogun State government, in partnership with Olusegun Obasanjo Leadership Institute, OOLI, is planning to build the capacity of secondary school principals on leadership management techniques. Speaking during the courtesy visit to the Office of the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, to intimate him about the training program, the representative of the institute, Professor Peter Okebukola, said Ogun State, being the host of Leadership Institute, has been selected to benefit from the first cohort of the training. Professor Peter Okebukola noted that the institute is looking at the state sponsoring about 10 principals on 3-month intensive practical training during the long vacation, saying the best resource persons all over the world were mobilized to deliver on areas like fundraising and resource mobilization, strategic planning, and vision setting for secondary schools, attribute of successful school principals, as well as digital literacy and use of educational technology. Responding, the State Commissioner for Education, Professor Arigbabu, appreciated the institute for piloting the training with school heads in the state, promising the readiness of Prince Dakbo Abiodun administration to partner with the training center to further get tips on strategic planning for the growth of schools.
I want to assure you that our principals will going to really like the proposal. In actual fact, I'm thinking that maybe we might also be looking at vice principals. I'll tell you the reason. The reason is that apparently by the time we become principals, they probably have 2-3 years to live. Some even 1 year. So we will catch them at that level when we become vice principals. And some of them, like, and vice principals are actually also potential principals. So we might be looking at sort of a mix of vice principals and principals.
And the Commissioner, Professor Arigbabu, hosted the Authors Association of Nigeria Anna Ogun State branch, led by the chairman, Dr. Chris Omotosho, appreciated their effort towards encouraging reading culture among the youth in the state. Professor Arigbabu stated that the ministry will look into the possibilities of their inclusion into book review committee for better influence, adding that the state allowing them to use Simeon Adebo Library free for their meetings was to support their good intentions of influencing young scholars intellectually. Also, the Federal Commissioner of Public Complaints Commission, Honorable Murakinyo Akinleye, visited the Commissioner to avail him of the understanding of the mandate of the Commission, and the Commissioner pledged to support them in whatever capacity needed. The Kebbi government has confirmed that 26 people have died following a suspected outbreak of cerebrospinal meningitis in 3 local government areas of the state. The 3 local governments are Aliero, Gwandu, and Jega. Commissioner for Health, Alhaji Musa Ismaila, confirmed this during a press briefing in Benin Kebbi. According to him, a total of 248 suspected cases was listed. 11 samples were taken and sent to the National Reference Laboratory Abuja for confirmation. Ismaila said that an advocacy visit to stakeholders was carried out in partnership with the World Health Organization, Medicine Sans Frontier, and the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. He added that the state government had released 30 million naira to purchase drugs and other consumables for the responsive activity to cushion the effect. The commissioner also said that drugs and other commodities had been distributed to affected local government areas. He called on the general public to comply with health instructions and report any suspected case to the nearest health facility for necessary action. And that's the news. Many thanks for being a part of it. Bye for now.